everyone, good morning. Welcome back to CNN Breaking News with me, Erna Rosyda. For the next few minutes on January 20, 2022, I will bring you the most actual and factual news. Our main headline today is Tsunami Threat Over After Huge Pacific Volcano Eruption. The threat of further tsunamis around the Pacific after Saturday's huge underwater volcano eruption near Tonga has passed, a monitoring group says. On Sunday, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said the threat had receded, but coastal areas should remain alert for strong or unusual currents. The US and Japan earlier warned people to move away from coastal areas, but while further tsunamis may be unlikely, there are mounting fears over how badly Tonga has been hit. At a news conference on Sunday, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said boats and large boulders had washed ashore in the island nation's capital, Nuku'alofa. Nuku'alofa is covered in a thick film of volcanic dust, but otherwise conditions are calm and stable, she said, adding that communications with the tiny Pacific nation remained very limited. Ms. Ardern said New Zealand was preparing to send an Air Force reconnaissance aircraft to assess the scale of the damage on Monday morning, providing it is safe to do so. So far, there have been no reports of injuries or deaths in Tonga. Also on Sunday, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Washington was deeply concerned about the potential damage and was ready to send support. The eruption of the Hunga Tonga Hunga Hapai volcano, about 65 kilometers or about 40 miles north of Nuku'alofa, caused waves of more than a meter to crash into the island. Social media footage showed water washing through a church and several homes in the city. Videos on social media showed traffic jams as people tried to flee low-lying areas by car. One resident, Mary Tava, said the eruption had hit as her family was preparing for dinner, and her younger brother had thought bombs were exploding nearby. My first instinct was to take cover under the table. I grabbed my little sister and screamed at my parents and others in the house to do the same. Ms. Taufa said the next thing she knew, water was rushing into their home. You could just hear screams everywhere, people screaming for safety, for everyone to get to higher ground, she added. The plumes of gas, smoke, and ash pouring from the volcano reached 20 kilometers into the sky, Tonga Geological Services said. The eruption of the volcano was heard across the South Pacific and eventually as far away as the US. In Japan, the 1.2 meters tsunami was recorded in the Kominato district of Amami, Oshima Island, in Kagoshima Prefecture late on Saturdays. So violent was the initial 8-minute eruption that it could be heard as loud thunder sounds in Fiji, more than 800 kilometers away according to officials in capital Suva. So that's all the news for today. See you with me, Erna Rosyda, in CNN News.